mark me down. This is the last time I'm talking about this young man, Kyle Basinga, much like it'll be the last time I mention Trey Reed, unless their families come out and give definitive statements about what happened to their family member. I'm done with this subject matter. I'm done speaking about these two young men, because every time I bring these two men up, it has to do with somebody missing the point, and it disastrously makes me upset, given that I have to address stupid people while also compounding it with a serious manner. Because when we're talking about young men deciding to take their own lives, what does it say? That people want to invalidate that because they have it in their minds that this is not the acceptable way for a black person to take their life, because they have it in their minds the only way that that could matter to them is if it makes them feel a certain way in solidarity and what it means to be black, which is embarrassing. So here's the grim reality for pretentious individuals like the one I'm going to show you in the next few seconds. Two men are no longer on this earth. They are young men, and because you drastically care about it only in a certain subject matter, they're black young men. And the conversation around both of them no longer being on this earth has been fucking pathetic. And it's been pathetic because the one layer of conversation that continues, and I do mean continues, to be ignored is the mental health aspect. Why? Because these people who claim to be journalists, who claim to have insider information from the family, have not cared to tell anybody anything since. Why? Well, it's because Leon lives by a tried and true type of motto. It's that when you have a lack of information, it'd be best to dot your I's and cross your T's before you speak on subject matter. That's why I wait. It's a wonderful thing to be first. That way you can get all the clicks and the likes and all the attention, rah, 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 rah. But I would value being right about the subject matter. And in these conversations about Kyle Basinga and Trey Reed, it's been embarrassing. It's been fanatical fan fiction that involves white people celebrating being white so much that they want to take out a black person to celebrate being at a maybe community college. I don't fucking know. Or you want to tie in a video from several months ago, lying about it as if it happened only a few weeks or a few days ago, to try to tie it in with a young man no longer being on this earth in Kyle Basinga. All the while, a grieving family has to piece together what happened and find a way to move forward without their family member. And even in that, in the midst of stupid people dismissing the feelings of friends and family in order to try to make it seem like they're the hero, while also never bringing the topic up ever again, because doing your makeup means so much more than actually caring about the people, you have motherfuckers who will take a moment and dismiss the entire conversation around these young men to just talk about their own experience in dealing with a racist incident.
So, like, I'm strolling, right? And I just ran across this case where, I don't even know if it's a case. This 21-year-old student at Georgia State, was found hanging from a damn tree. Like, I don't even know when it happened, but it was recently, like, I guess within the past week or two. And I'm like, why? I ain't heard nothing about that. That's crazy as hell. But it happened over there in Marietta, Cobb County. And crazy thing, it make me want to I flash back to what I heard about Cobb County before I moved to Georgia. And it was basically like Cobb is the acronym for Come On Black Boy. And it was like, of course, there's a lot of racism and stuff that go on over there. So, it kind of deterred me from living over there in a way. And plus, the shit costs too damn much to live over there. But anyway, I had a job over there working at Kennestone Emergency Department. And I remember this because this is like one of the only incidents that I ever had with like some racial shit. All the people that know him or whatever is in the media, they say that of course he wouldn't, what's the word, because you can't say certain stuff, but you know what I mean. Ain't no black person gonna off themselves by doing it that way anyway. That's a clear message.
Mind each and every one of you, there's not been a public statement stated by the friends and family. The people saying that are dumbasses just like this woman who will ignore any layer of context or understanding because it's difficult for them to rationalize anyone deciding to take their own life because it makes their worldview very uncomfortable.
Like, but that's crazy that it's damn 2026, yo. It's still the beginning of 2026. It's about to be springtime, but one thing for sure, I damn sure ain't going back over that side of town. And you just got to be super cautious and super aware of your surroundings, because that is wild. Because, like, ain't I'm 21 years old, probably here just to go to school, and then got caught up like that just because somebody else just being an asshole. You know what I mean? Just be safe out there, y'all. But that's crazy, because I hadn't heard a word, and it's just wild how it's no coverage on it or nothing. I just so happened to stumble across it on Instagram because they have like the Black Panther movement or whatever they was talking about, and I was like, oh shit, what the hell going on now?
Submitted for the approval of the Midnight Society, this TikTok was uploaded 2 days ago, which means on about March 7th or March 6th, it was publicly made available for people to witness a dumbass trying to sound like the smartest person in the room who's trying to piece together a story that apparently no one's talking about. But as it's clear as day, if you look at the screen, you have several news articles from 2 weeks ago bringing up this man's name and talking about it. And you know, the reason why you wouldn't get anything now is because there's no update. That's not to say there wouldn't be an update at any given point in time. It's to say if there's no update to give people, why continuously talk about something? Why continuously bring it up? Is it to try to put pressure on somebody to give some new information and then it amounts to nothing? No, patience often is the key, but because for some people that's something they'd never learned, they want everything instant because they feel like they've earned it by just bitching. Mind you, to this day, and I'm making sure to let it be known that I'm recording this on March 9th at 5 o'clock in the evening. To this day, there has been no new information on Kyle Basinga, nor has there been any information on Trey Reed. And it's embarrassing how people are willing to sit there and play this fucking game with nothing. And the sickest part under the sun is, let's play it. If you're right, there was this gang of white people that decided Trey Reed was going to be the one. Kyle Basinga was going to be the one. You're not a hero. You're just pointing out a crime that needs to be solved, and there needs to be an actual investigation. But if you're wrong, you dismiss the entirety of somebody's life because you wanted to be seen as somebody who wants to figure it out for the people, while you sat there doing nothing but just embarrassing yourself, dismissing anybody's fucking story for your own wannabe talking point. And I'm sorry, but that's fucking distasteful. That's ignorant. That's sad. That's pathetic. That's just downright evil. You can make any justification that you want, but when these things are fresh and you not doing any type of due diligence and trying to figure out what the fuck happened to these young men, you just sitting on your phone saying, nah, white people did it. Nah, white cop did it. Then what? Because in case nobody's aware, if I didn't mention it, these people have moved on. They have not talked about this anymore. They have not brought it up. And the only way they will is if they get their ego stroked. If something comes out that benefits what they said. It's not out of genuine care. It's not out of genuine concern. It's not about making sure that I's are dotted and T's are crossed and information is properly given out. It's because they want their ego stroked. And the sickest part is that it all stems around mental health. With both of these young men, their lives are no longer, they're not here anymore. And the topic of mental health and whatever they might have been going through or thinking about still hasn't been an important conversation for any of these motherfuckers who claim to care to talk about. And that's what hurt me the most. Because you can sit there and pretend as if everyone on this planet is operating off of your code of mental understanding to where, oh, the only acceptable way to take your life is the 13 Reasons Why it, or to just grab a gun. There are multiple ways to end your life, and that's the saddest fucking thing, that there are multiple ways. And you know what's even sadder than that? Dismissing it because, oh, it's too uncomfortable for you to talk about. Oh, I'd rather say that this guy died from a white guy. Oh, I'd rather say this about what happened to him because that's easier on me. Fuck you. You're still here. You're still thriving. You're still on this earth breathing. Meanwhile, someone is not. And a family has to pay respects, pay tribute, and try to piece together what happened to their family member. They might sit there and feel like they didn't do enough in making sure that their family member was okay. And while they do that, you pretending to give a damn. You pretending like you got everything figured the fuck out. You pretending like, I did my part. I got the word out, so I ain't got to do no more. Pathetic. Absolutely 100% pathetic. Nothing more, nothing less. This is why I've said, I hope y'all right. Because if you're right, then genuinely, there's a problem. It's that people are being killed and motherfuckers are covering it up. But if you're wrong, oh my, you might have to look in the mirror and recognize you don't care about people as much as you pretend to. You don't care about people's lives as much as you want to perform on social media for. You don't actually care about mental health in any capacity like you pretend to do. You are somebody desperate to be seen as a hero, as somebody positive, as somebody special, as somebody with a lot of good intentions and a good heart. You're a piece of shit. You are undoubtedly pieces of shit. May these two young men rest in absolute peace because you deserve to still be here. You whatever circumstances may be, you still deserve to be here. And I will end this the exact same way I've ended it the last few times regarding this subject. I hope you watching this are okay mentally up here. I do not care about your money. I do not care about the women you have sex with. I don't care about the men you have sex with. I don't care about your job. I don't care about any of that. I care about up here. I want you to be okay up here. I want you to be okay in your heart. That's all I'm ever going to be worried about with any of y'all. That's all I'm ever going to care about. Because I would rather people be okay in the mind and in the heart than suffering to a point where they feel as though the best thing they could do is just peace out. Because that's not even fair to you. Your family and friends and all that, whatever, that's not even fair to you. Because dreams, aspirations, goals, anything you want, I get it mentally. Some things will push you back. You might feel like you falling behind. You might feel like you coming in last. You might feel like everybody is ahead of you and everybody's got the chance and everybody's done this. I hope you are right. Because genuinely, it's a shitty fucking feeling waking up and feeling not all right. Genuinely, truthfully. But man, I swear, I hope everybody is doing all right. I'll see y'all in the next one. And for you people that keep wanting to make stories about other people revolving around anything regarding them doing something to themselves, you want to turn it into a fan fiction or you want to make it about you, fuck you, rot.